little short routine we'll be doing is a restorative or a gentle stretch for the night. I often will do this variety of little long stretches. So we'll be holding the stretches and we will allowing ourselves to decompress from the tensions and pressures of the day. So to start with, let's lie down on our backs. And let me adjust my camera. And first of all, lie down with your knees bent so you can create a sense of length in the spinal column. Hold your elbows and bring them over your head. And now from here, move the shoulders and the rib cage to one side. So you're arcing, you could say, towards the side of your yoga mat, checking that both shoulders are on the mat or that the rib cage is evenly based. Check that your hips are still, both sides are down. Slowly extend the legs. And now move one leg and then the other leg over to the side so you have a long stretch on one side of your body. How far over you go is your call. I invite you not necessarily to do a maximum stretch, but find one that is comfortable and gentle in nature so it allows the body to decompress and relax. And as you're resting here, as we're going to be holding this for about 2 or 3 minutes, start to deepen the breath into the tight areas so that you are bringing movement into parts of the body that have kind of gotten tight, have stiffened up from the energy of the day if you're doing this at night, and starting to release and open up and welcome being relaxed, being long, and being quiet, really. If you're comfortable with this, you can close your eyes. Some people like to hook the bottom leg across the ankles to deepen the stretch. Really tap into your own body in this one. You want to just feel what's good and what works for you. What is allowing you to bring release and space into the joints, into the sides of the ribs, and at the same time, can you really relax and let go? It's not active anymore. It is about draping yourself into a shape and allowing this shape to bring you stillness. Once you fully release into the shape, the breath starts to make space. Use the breath to relax you. Not active now, it is time for letting go, time for trusting, time for releasing and opening to rest, to space, to nothingness, or to gentleness. Before we move out of this and go to the other side, take one breath that's deeper and use it to even further energize and oxygenate the tight tissue. And then slowly bring the legs back to the midline, your rib cage and arms back to the midline. And as one side has been stretched and one side is not yet been opened up, again, bend your knees and organize your spinal column because it will do different things. You can bring your arms back I like to lengthen my rib cage away from my pelvis. I know that everything's a little bit more open now. Again, grabbing the elbows, opening them up overhead, and moving the rib cage over so the ribs start to feel like they're being arched. It's like a half moon shape or banana shape. Lengthening the legs down, feeling that where the stretch is contacting your and meeting your skeleton, and slowly finding that place that feels really good and gentle and tractioning in your body, a place where you can rest and allow the deeper message of the shape to penetrate into your cells. So remember, this is not active. We're not trying to do our best to go the deepest or the furthest. We're looking to find a shaping that we could maybe fall asleep in that is doing us good and decompressing something. Once you've found the place that you know you can let go, start to use the breath to create like a gentle wave in that area. Each of us has our unique places where we don't move as much and other areas where we do move as much. Can we start to unglue and unstick the patterns, bring a softness and a mobility and a sweetness into those areas, and really let go, allow the body to receive. See if you can just stay here and not wiggle around, move around, and keep fixing yourselves. Again, observe the inclinations to do something versus just be present. There's no right or wrong way to be. There's no right or wrong way for our bodies to shape themselves in relation to gravity. It's just like right now, it's this one. Can we be present in the shape that we've stepped into? Welcome deeper breathing. Just keep sending love to the parts of the body that may be stickier. Welcoming the exhalation to practice relaxing there. And before we come out of this side, take one more deeper breath, opening up all those hidden cavities, places where there may be tightness, and releasing. And very gently moving yourself back, bringing the legs back, slowly bending the knees. And again, decompressing the spine if it's shortened in some manner so it creates length. Bring your hands by your sides. And again, reorganize and lengthen the body in a way that feels good to you. And we'll do a figure four stretch next, or a hip stretch, or a pigeon stretch on your back. Bring one foot up in front of the knee. And see if you can have a sense of the hips being your hinges here. For some of you, this is all there is. And for some of you, you may want to bring the knee up then just pull the leg in and just hold this position. There may be a gentle stretch in the hip, a more extreme stretch. Find that place again where you can just stay here. You're not actively working hard. The arms obviously are a holding pattern. If you're very stiff, you may want to have the hamstring being held. So find that place or way that you can be here without too much action. And again, allow the breath to just nourish the pose and release any points of pressure or tension. And for those of us that are type A, always wanting to do something, notice the inclination and kind of just sit with it. It's okay not to do, not to change, not to fix. Just let your body be, your shape be, and the restfulness of it be. And then slowly bring the foot down and bring the other foot down. So take a moment, feel the shape your body's come into, and bring the other foot up. And again, feel into it, and slowly, if you want to move deeper, bring the knee closer in. So each of us is different, our angles are different. Find a place where you can hang out and release tension versus step into tension. Slowly let the legs come down. And bring both knees into the chest for a gentle hug. Clasp your hands and let the knees and the thighs settle in towards the chest. Shift your left hand to the outside of the right hand. We're going into a twist, and open your right arm to the floor. Notice that the knees are up towards the chest, and very gently start rolling the knees and the feet towards the floor. Put pillows here if you feel you need to. And because the knees are higher up, it allows the lower back to stay long. And just settle into this. Again, if this is a twist that you need to pad up or do something with, do that. slowly bring yourselves back on your back. Reorganize the shape so it feels sweet for you. My left hand is out, my right hand's on the knees. Keeping the knees curled up and in, rotate around. Slowly come back on your backs and bring your feet up into happy baby pose. So again, this may be an easier place to hold behind the knees, or you hold the feet. And just settle into the shape. Take a few deeper breaths to release into it. Slowly allow one leg to open. Bring the leg back and slowly let the other leg open. Bring both legs in. Just for a minute, let the feet touch. Come back to a state of relaxation. And then slowly work both legs out. Bring your knees back in and bring your feet to the floor. And we will just lie here for a minute. You can have your knees bent, straight. Bring your hands to your belly and just relax. And when you feel ready, bring your knees and your body to the side. Slowly push yourselves back up to a seated position. And just take a moment, if this is before you're going to bed or before you start your day, to bring your hands together and just be grateful for who you are. Be grateful for the life flowing through you, for the experiences that are happening. and find that place to be humble about the unknown, the magic of the life that you are living. Let's bow our heads to our hearts. May the mind always be the servant of the heart. And lift up and open your eyes. And may this little routine bring you peace and calm and restful sleep if you're doing it before you go to bed at night.